Let's go. Uzi verse. Ooh, you better move. That was before I had internet. Ooh, you better move. 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 Louis my shoes. Pull out my whip on 22s. I saw your girl. I had to school. Just like a bird. She gonna swoop. Neck is hot too. Might catch the flu. Banana clip. Straight from the zoo. I'm like, Mother Goose. If I say shoot, they gonna shoot.
Great videos. Help me to welcome Jahcobi Neath, one of our founding players. As you saw the videos, Jahcobi Neath is one of our founding players. Jahcobi, do me a favor and just, introduce yourself. Let everyone know who you are.
I'm Jahcobi Neath, 20 years old. I play for Wake Forest University. I was born in Toronto, Canada, and I'm also a member of the Canadian national team. Yeah, pretty much it.
Yes, sir. Welcome, man. Here at Founding Players, we definitely appreciate you. Ed, Ed Bellevue, he's one of my best friends and, a board member of, of Founding Players. And Rod is also a board member, but Rod's not in attendance right now, but we definitely feel proud, of the fact that you are one of the founding players of the Founding Player organization. And this came to be from Savon's Academy Stars. I wanted to show my appreciation, to the six of you that gave, me the start to put that team together. Your father, Neath, was a great motivator to me getting the program started with the city of Royal Palm Beach. And one question I have for you, how has the program benefited you? Or how have you benefited from the program, Savon's Academy Stars?
I'll say early on, I definitely benefited just by learning how to work hard from the jump as a young kid. And then I would say now just learning about financial literacy and stuff like that. Just learning about good credit and all those things and just having a family structure. It definitely helped me these past couple of years.
Okay. And one of our motto is foundation first. I know in the past when I was coaching, it wasn't really my style to work on the basics as much as I did, and I know some of it was pretty boring. It's boring for majority players when they just want to get out there and play and have fun, and they want to make a lot of big moves, before they actually learn the fundamentals. How have the fundamentals helped you over the years? Because I believe Savon's Academy, we try to teach fundamentals.
I would say the way the fundamentals help me is just because if you watch the highest level players, the fundamentals are something that they still work on to this day. So just knowing that, like you said, building the foundation from the bottom to the top is always most important. So learning the basic fundamentals consistently at a young age definitely helped me now, as to where I just know that the back of my hand. It's second nature, and I can start perfecting the bigger moves and the more more.
We're bouncing too far right now.
Okay. When I was growing up, as I mentioned, Ed, who was here with us, and Ed's been one of my best friends for years. Ed can tell you the story of when I started playing basketball as about 16 years old. I learned the game pretty fast, and I remember taking the backboard off and just having a rim. And what it did was it taught me how to put the basketball straight in the hoop. There was nothing to help, and I kind of learned how to be a sharp shooter that way. And the fundamental of shooting, I thought was one of my best qualities when it came to working with you guys. I believe in taking 10 shots and wanting to make all 10 shots. So what are your thoughts when you are taking your shots? Because I feel like you are fundamentally sound. I feel like you want to make the best play that you can make. I feel like you're always thinking of a high percentage shot. So what are your thoughts on that? Am I correct? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'll say my thoughts when I'm taking a shot is definitely look for the highest percentage shot and the best shot for the team. But if I'm playing one on one, I'm just trying to get a shot off that I'm trying to continue to work on and get better. So it's different. If I'm in the game, I'm gonna do things that I'm comfortable with and shoot what's best for the team, what's best for myself, and a lot of self-discipline because it's a lot of decisions to make when you're at college, a lot of wrong things to do, a lot of right things to do, just trying to make the right decision and stuff that'll help you in your future. So it's not always the easiest decision, but you do what's best for you and then just hope it works out. Basically.
Well, it will work out. We have this thing at Founding Players where we always remind ourselves that it's no if, ands, or buts that we're dealing with here. It's like we are going to do what we say we're going to do. And if things don't work out, and I did say if, but we trying to throw those words to the curb, kick those words out and just believe in what we say, Sure. Yeah. So, how do you feel about going into your second year?
I'm excited. I feel like, it's a new coaching staff, pretty much a whole new team. I'm just excited to lead a new team and just, try to go as far as we can. I'm trying to go to March Madness this year. We weren't able to do that last year, the last couple of years. So,
yes, sir. Ed, would you like to ask Jahcobi any question?
I know you started raw. You didn't know anything about playing, and Savon took you in and taught you at an early age. But what was the hardest part about learning the sport of basketball? What was the biggest challenge for you?
Early on, easily, I would say the hardest thing was like dealing with like the emotional part of it. Cause like when I was a kid, I was like super emotional and like I was competitive. Like I would always want to win. And then if I would lose or if like I'll get in trouble or something like that, I'll probably cry or something like that or throw a fit. And then like I always realized that like, coaches didn't like that. And like coaches would say like I'm like uncoachable or something like that, or I just have a bad attitude. But like I always knew I didn't have a bad attitude. I just, want to win and I just want to be good and want to be great and just, be the best at everything that I could. So stuff would just annoy me and get under my skin. So like, just like the mental side of it, like I would say that was tough dealing with at first. The physical side was just, it is what it is. Get better, grind through it. But like the mental side was just annoying, like having my dad on me and, Coach Vaughn and stuff. So sometimes it would just be frustrating, but it was always in my best interest.
So how did you manage that? How did you control that anger, or not even the anger, but basically your attitude toward the situation that your father was always on you, or the coaches that were on you? So how did you deal with it? How did you get yourself to calm down?
Honestly, I'm just like do the right thing. Like nobody will be on you if you do the right thing. Like if someone's getting on me, I'm clearly not listening to what they're saying. So if I'm not where I'm supposed to be at yet, and they're telling me what I got to do to get there, then I just got to listen. So I just learn to listen better and just be a sponge and just study other great players like that I could look up to. And I realized all those guys are like coaches' pets and guys that ask questions and were receptive to stuff. So I was just like, if that's what I got to do to be good, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so tell us more about the Canadian League. What's but was that a professional league, or was it
the Canadian League or like the team?
The team, because you said you was part of that team, Canadian team.
Oh yeah.
Differences between the U.S. and here, and the level at what they play at.
So playing Team Canada, like over here, like I would say biggest difference is like in America, everyone's like genetically they're just like super gifted, like super raw talented, like athletic. So like they rely on like their athleticism and their like gifts a lot. But like over in Canada, it's more like kind of like European style of play mixed with like American. So it's like very fundamental and like game breakdown, game film and stuff like that. So it's like very like, you know, pinpoint like footwork and stuff like that. All that stuff's important because not everyone's just like athletic freaks. Like in America, the population is way bigger, so you're gonna get a lot more athletic and talented dudes. But in Canada, it's like, you know, like super small compared to America. So guys really got to work on their skill a lot, you know, to make a name for themselves, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, there's a couple other differences. Like in Canada, we play like FIBA rules, so we don't play like American rules. So like you'll get like different calls sometimes, or like 3-point lines are a little different. A couple rules are different, like you can't go backcourt in certain situations, and like shot clocks and goaltending and stuff like that. Like stuff are a little different, but it just takes an adjustment. You get used to it, but other than that, it's not much of a difference. It's all the same basketball. You can hoop, you can hoop.